Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Village mysteries are enduringly popular with crime fiction readers. And if you think about it, it makes sense. The village is a great place to set a novel. It's a small community, people know each other, there are all kinds of opportunities for conflict, and very often these villages have long histories and secrets. Let's take a look at a village mystery crime novel today and turn the spotlight on Dicey Deere's The Irish Village Murder. Tori Tunnett is an expat American translator who's based in the Irish village of Ballina. She's returning from a business trip one evening when she notices a visibly upset child who's obviously waiting for someone. Tori stops to help and discovers that the girl is the niece of her friend Megan. Tori's a bit worried because Megan is a very dependable person, not the sort of person who would leave a child. So she escorts the girl to Megan's home, which is Gwathmey Hall. Soon enough, Tori discovers the reason for the delay. Historian John Gwathmey, the owner of Gwathmey Hall, has been shot. Unfortunately, the most likely suspect is Megan. She was Gwathmey's housekeeper and rumored to be more than that. And as it turns out, she did have a motive. Ballina is a small place and gossip spreads quickly, so there's plenty of talk about Megan. Tori is convinced that her friend is innocent though and sets out to learn what really happened. It soon gets around that Tori is asking questions, and that puts her at risk from the real killer. It also brings her to the attention of Inspector O'Hare, who's leading the investigation and who would rather not have her interfering. Then Tori discovers Gwathmey's journal, written in Greek. She translates what she's found and soon learns that Gwathmey had uncovered some dark secrets. But what's in the diary isn't the only motive for murder. In the end, the evidence the police get, plus the insights and evidence Tori finds, show who the real killer is and what the motive is. So what are the elements in this story? What holds it together? Well, as I say, the novel takes place mostly in the village of Ballina, and the village atmosphere plays a very important role. Deere depicts the village clearly. Everyone knows everyone, and the network of relationships are a part of the story. So are the various characters. They're unique and interesting, but not what you'd call quirky or zany, really. I don't usually compare books, but in this case, these characters are all a bit reminiscent of the sorts of characters you'd find in Ian Sampson's Mobile Library series. This isn't a dark story, but you couldn't really call it a cozy either. It's grittier than cozies tend to be. Instead, it's more of a traditional mystery with a question of whodunit, clues, an amateur sleuth, and a link to the past. In many traditional style mysteries with amateur sleuths, there's friction between the sleuths and the police. There's some of that here too. Twice, Tori is convinced that Inspector O'Hare has the wrong person in his sights, and she's determined to clear both people from suspicion. O'Hare is just as convinced he's right and is not happy about civilian interference. Still, it's not spoiling the story to say that when the truth does come out, O'Hare admits, at least to himself, how close he came to jailing the wrong person. The story is told mostly from Tori's perspective, third person, past tense. So we learn a bit about her. She's comfortable in Ballina and has no burning desire to return to the U.S. She and her journalist partner, Jasper Shaw, have a good relationship, but she's hardly a damsel in distress. Readers who appreciate independent female protagonists will appreciate that Tori is very much her own person. The Irish Village Murder is a traditional style mystery in a contemporary village setting. It features a small community of different characters rocked by the death of one of its members, and an amateur sleuth who's drawn into an investigation when her friend is suspected of murder. It also features some dark secrets that people have been keeping. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.